Don't forget to take breaks. Don't worry. I will be doing what I can do. Because I'll be doing what I can do. So don't worry too much about me if you're like, oh no, Nerissa, she's only streamed 2 times this week. I hope she's not pushing herself. No, I'm streaming 2 times because that's what I could fit and that's what I knew I would have the energy to do. So, but I appreciate you guys always worrying about me. I know I've been working a lot on other stuff this year and quite a bit of last year too. But now that I'm more settled in and I'm more relaxed, not relaxed in terms of workload, but like sleep schedule, quote unquote, where like I'm not constantly jumping between place to place to place and changing my sleep schedule and then flipping it on to the complete opposite again. I'm sleeping a bit better and it feels more routine, so I'm able to overall have a higher performance level. Oh, are you gonna lay down? Yes? Okay. Sorry, he got up and if he was gonna go, I needed to put the cone on him. I needed to put the cone back on you, but you just laid back down again. What a good boy. But yeah, because I'm kind of on a more consistent schedule instead of jumping around so much, my life has started to improve in terms of my you know, the only thing I need to do is study English, clearly, because I don't speak English anymore. I'm sure your kitty is adorable. He is. Both of my kitties are adorable. Oh, little baby just joined us. He laid right by his brother. Oh my god. Oh, I have lived the best life ever. You took an EN class, remember? I did take an English class. I did. My little boys love to cuddle with each other. They love each other so much. It makes me so happy. Yeah, I need... see, the thing is, I want to take, like, advanced English... Like, I want to take, like, AP English again. One thing I really want to work on is I really want to expand my actual vocabulary. Because you guys know, I was considering going into, like... I feel crazy because I feel like every time I tell you something, I'm like, I was considering doing this as a job, and you guys are probably like, she never wanted to do anything seriously. And that's not the gist, you know. I was finding myself, and everything I wanted to do just kept falling through. One thing I wanted to do is I was like, you know, I'm really passionate about English. I really love English. Maybe I want to be a teacher, and I would really like to be an English teacher because I love reading at the time. And so this kind of gleaned itself as possible to me because my very, very first year of high school, my teacher was like, why are you in the regular English class? And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, your writing ability is really, really good. And I was like, oh, really? And then he's like, yeah, like you're like above like your grade level. So I'm going to move you to the advanced English class. And to be able to take the AP courses, you needed to be in the advanced English class. Like it was a requirement. So then for the next 2 years, I was in advanced English. And the first year went without a hitch. I got an A. I have no problem at all. Next year, I got a teacher who was known for giving people really low grades. And everyone was like stressed. So like even like the really, really like straight A, like 100% on everything students were like terrified when they got assigned this teacher because they're like, he like purposely will try to find reasons to fail you, basically. And it was so disappointing because I was doing my best. And I ended up getting a C, which meant my grade was too low to be in advanced English, which means after that year, I would know, like, so I could finish out the semester and everything. Or I could finish out the year in advanced English, but I would have to, I no longer qualified to take AP English. Yeah. It was a high C, mind you, but you needed to get a B or an A. And I got a C+. And I wanted to die. So, because I could no longer do my plan of taking advanced English, or AP English, rather, the next year, there was no, like, English class, so I just decided to take creative writing. And the funniest thing about creative writing is the teacher who teaches it is also the AP English teacher. Not trying to brag, I think I was his favorite student in the class because I was so passionate about it, and he'd always be really excited for the stuff that I turn in. And I remember he asked me, why are you in creative writing? Why aren't you in why aren't you in AP English? And I was like, funny story about that. I think it's because also a lot of people in the AP English class just like take it as an elective, but they don't like really care, so to say. But like I was like really, really excited. And like it was nice because we got to study a lot of poetry, in different kinds of poetry, so I got to write a ton of different poems, and I'd always come in and turn them in by the end of the day because I'd be so excited that I'd just like write them. And yeah, it was awesome. No, he wasn't the one who gave me a C. He was not the guy who gave me a C. Doesn't even teach AP English. He just does the advanced English class. The guy who gave me the C is just he's the blocker. He blocks out everyone he doesn't think is good enough. They teach you how to write lyrics? Not really. I was writing lyrics before that. But yeah, anyway. That was my that's my English journey. Why am I talking about this? We've gotten really off track. But yeah, I was considering becoming an English teacher. So I like the idea of having a wide vocabulary. But I already know all my favorite words, it feels like. So I've mentioned before, I really like the word taciturn, which is basically like, it means unsociable. And you could just say unsociable, yeah, but like there's something about the word taciturn. It's rather I'm feeling rather taciturn. That just feels, you know, it's so sexy. It's a great word. It's a wonderful word. And I want to learn more wonderful English words that like people don't know. Because like if you just look up like what are really cool words in English, you get like the same 5 words, but then you learn like a really old English obscure word, and it's still used today, but just no one uses it. But you guys should post if you ever know a unique word like that's like taciturn, that's like really cool. That's not just like not one that you'd find on like a list if you like Google cool English words. Can you please put it in my live tag? I would like that. Put it in my live tag with the information of how you found out about said word and what it means. So the word, its definition, and your experience with discovering said word. Please. Hee 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 hee. But yeah, I want to expand my vocabulary with crazy words. Egads! That's why I like using alack too, because people will use alas, but there's something about saying alack that I just think is so funny, because who the fuck says alack? Me. That's who. I'm the only person in the world who uses... I want to sound like a cartoon villain too. No, I don't even want to sound like a cartoon villain. I just want to use crazy words that no one else uses.